Hey y'all, how you doing? It's Donnie, Sinbad the Sailor Man from Poetry Writes and Other Stuff from Sinbad the Sailor Man. Coming at you today, it's August 21st, 2016 with the Traffic Authority Video Challenge, 100 videos in 100 days. Okay, today I'm gonna talk about the 4 steps to great leadership. Now this again is from the Vision Project, and the founder of that is Mark Boersma. I'll leave a link to the Vision Project here, and I'm going to put this stuff in my own words, but it's outlined stuff I learned at the Vision Project. So this is good material. They're an awesome mastermind group. Like I said before, they're the masterminds group of the mastermind groups. They meet every week, twice, 3 times, 4 times, as many times as you want. Okay, so let's start. 4 steps to great leadership. Okay, number 1, you gotta have future pictures. You gotta have purpose. You gotta know the objective, okay? It's gotta be measurable, and it's gotta have a time frame. If you're gonna be a great leader, you gotta know these things here. Okay? Now, number 2 is it's gotta be measurable, and you gotta have a time frame. Now, there's an A to that. You gotta know who's going to do what and how it's going to get done. And there's a B to that. You're going to know who's going to be responsible. Okay, so that's all of number 2. You gotta measure, it's gotta be measurable, and you gotta know time frames. You gotta measure things. You gotta track them. You gotta keep track and stay on top and know what you're doing with what you're taking on. Okay, number 3, you gotta have a due date. If you don't set due dates, you don't have targets, you don't have a goal. Okay, it's gotta have a due date. If you start a project, it's gotta have a finish date. You gotta know what's going on. You gotta know who's gonna do it. You gotta know who's gonna be responsible. You gotta have a picture of what you're gonna do, and you gotta have a reason why you're doing it, a purpose. And then you got to know the objective. What problem is it going to solve? What purpose is there? Or is it just for money? Or is it for raising funds for something? It's the purpose. You got to find the purpose, know the purpose, and do the purpose. Okay? And number 4, you got to have regular updates, and you got to manage up and manage out. That means when you manage up, you're going to go talk to other people who've done this project before. And if this project's never done before, you got to associate with people who are your mentors, so you can manage. You got to get that knowledge. Okay, you're going to manage up. You're going to take that to your downline, and you're going to give them that information. When you manage out, is usually you're delegating to either a third party or 2 or 3 parties. You're going to manage that communications. You're going to manage the systems out. You're going to do whatever it takes to get going. Okay, now you got to have good communication for great leadership skills. Okay, you got to communicate to the company people, your downline, your team. You got to communicate to the people supplying the goods and the services that you're going to require to get your project done. And you got to have communication, like I said, with your mentors and your advisors. Okay, I say okay a lot. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to break that. Communicate to everybody and consider the personalities. Now, I've lightly touched on personalities. Again, there's an analytical, there's a driver, there's an expressive, and there's an amiable, and I will get into that later on in another video. Okay, now when you're getting a project set up, there's many ways to do it, and I got some things here that are going to list them, and I'll tell you what. If you plan too much, you're going to fail. If you plan too little, you're going to fail. If you drive too hard and too fast, you're going to fail. If you drive too slow and too soft, you're going to fail. If you get too excited and you start driving with excitement, it stalls. So you got to keep a balance with your excitement. Not excited enough and you'll never get off the ground. Don't care enough for your clients, you fail. Care too much for your clients, you're going to fail, because you're going to spend too much time and too much money caring for them and meeting their needs when it's above and beyond your service or product. Okay, now that there in the vision project is called the tightrope principle. Walking a fine line at great heights, challenges. Often fear will freeze us up. Sometimes we will fall and we'll never try again. The safety net has been removed from us, or it has been stolen or never put in place. Now, I think this principle was by John Wooden. The difference between winning and succeeding, I think, is his book. Okay? Never try to be better than somebody else. Always try to be better than yourself in your last attempts. Always learn from others, their successes, and from their mistakes, their failures. You don't want to go out and reinvent the wheel, and you don't want to go out and have to experience a process, especially the pain and the money loss, when somebody else has already got that knowledge. So use your mentors' experiences, their successes and their failures and their mistakes. Okay, now this can be in life, this can be in business, this could be in relationships. Use other people's knowledge. When you use other people's knowledge, you save yourself a lot of pain, time, and money, and you move a lot faster, you grow a lot faster. Okay, so that was the 4 steps to great leadership. This is 8 minutes. This is Donnie Sinbad the Sailor Man from Poetry Writes and Other Stuff. I am a traffic solution provider. My company's name is JMK's Baby Dog Traffic Solution Providers. Okay, so sorry about that. I said okay again. Alrighty. And this was Traffic Authority's 100 videos in 100 days. This was number 28. And this was August 21st, 2016. Okay, folks, it's time to earn as you learn. Whether it's money, whether it's wisdom, whether it's knowledge. Experience is an earning. Anything you earn with learning is going to pay off somehow, some way, and it's going to equate to money. In this world, everything equates to money, so just know that. That's why I say earn as you learn and grow as you go. Somebody come and play. That's my tagline for Poetry Writes and Other Stuff. And I want you to come play in traffic this year. I want you to get started with this, because at Traffic Authority we have an awesome academy. And each month a new course is added to it. Right now there's 9 courses. And one of those is a certification course, so that you know what you're doing when you start selling traffic, okay? And we got an Instagram course, we got a Facebook course, we got a LinkedIn course, we got a video course, and we got an email course, and we got mindsets, and we got saving money, don't leaving money on the table course. You're gonna have to figure out what you want. All this stuff cross relates. It's all good no matter where you go, any business. Okay, and remember that this is an awesome opportunity just because it's under $2,000 a year to do this all in. Now, if you had to go out and try to do any other business, brick or mortar, online, or anything else, you're looking at quite a bit of money to get started, especially with franchises. You're looking at a minimum of $65,000, I believe, still, and anywhere upwards from $250,000 to $3 or $4 million and up to get into a franchise. This is a real opportunity. It's a real business, and there is a lot of help here. It's a great community, and I really don't know what else to tell you when it comes to searching. I don't know if you ever looked at all my blogs and my websites, my profile pages, and all my footprint on the web. You will see I'm a searcher, I'm a looker, I'm a doer. I'll try just about anything. And folks, I've been here 8 months going on. I'm going to stay here because I believe this is the place to be. And I believe that with an educated guess, you might say, because I've been doing this seeking and this searching for 6 years. Really longer than that, since 2001. But I've had a lot of different things go on in my life, and I stopped and started, start and stop. So since 2010 I have been steady at it, and I'm telling you, this is the place to be. It's got what you need. It's got passive residual income streams, it's got support, it's got community, it's got the education that beats every education I've ever seen, and it's got pizzazz, and it's a project or a product that everybody wants and needs. You gotta have eyes on your site, and you gotta have eyes to your offerings. That's called traffic. That's what we sell here. Besides the other two things, there's tools to optimize that traffic, and an education to know how to use and drive and build your business and your traffic. Okay, this is Donnie. Have a great day, a better tomorrow, and God bless. Bye-bye.